what's buzzing in the world of innovation and automotive excellence. Get ready, because ElectroDrive News is here with your essential updates. The pace of change is relentless, and staying ahead means knowing what's next, right now. We've got a packed show that you absolutely cannot afford to miss, diving deep into the stories that are shaping tomorrow. From groundbreaking technological shifts to record-shattering performances and strategic industry moves, we're bringing you the insights that matter. Buckle up, because the future is arriving faster than ever, and we're here to break it all down for you. Let's jump right in. First up, the very foundations of electric mobility are being redefined as a fierce competition brews over the next generation of battery technology. We're talking about the materials, the chemistry, and the massive implications for the global supply chain and the very cost of going electric. This is a deep dive into the innovations that could change everything you know about powering your ride. Then, hold on to your hats as we go behind the scenes of an absolutely astonishing feat of engineering and endurance. Imagine pushing an electric prototype to its absolute limits, shattering records at an iconic test track. This is about raw power, sustained performance, and proving the mettle of electric vehicles in the most demanding conditions. You won't believe the numbers. Next, we're tracking the real-world adoption of electric vehicles with a look at the latest registration trends. What does the data tell us about consumer confidence and the broader market trajectory? We'll break down the figures and what they mean for the industry's growth. And finally, a major strategic pivot from a titan of the automotive world. We're analyzing a significant decision to abandon a highly anticipated battery production plan, and what this means for regional manufacturing ambitions and the wider EV landscape. This is a story of adaptation, market forces, and the tough choices being made at the highest levels. Don't go anywhere, hit that like button, subscribe to ElectroDrive News, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. The battery battlefield, a new era dawns. The electric vehicle industry is in the throes of a profound metamorphosis, a seismic shift driven by an intense rivalry among automotive giants and agile new economy players. At the heart of this transformation lies the relentless pursuit of battery technology that is not only more cost-effective and safer, but also significantly more potent. While lithium-ion batteries have long reigned supreme, powering everything from our smartphones to a growing fleet of EVs, mounting concerns over their cost, the finite nature of critical mineral resources, and potential health implications are compelling manufacturers to explore a diverse array of alternative chemistries. This quest for innovation is particularly critical given China's overwhelming dominance in battery cell manufacturing, controlling approximately 85% of global facilities, and its near monopoly in raw material processing, with around 90% of lithium-ion battery materials refined domestically. This concentration of power creates significant vulnerabilities for markets heavily reliant on stable supply chains, spurring a global race to develop technologies that can lessen dependence on materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel. Historically, the automotive world has seen various battery types, from the robust but heavy lead-acid batteries in starter motors to the rechargeable but less efficient nickel-cadmium. Nickel metal hydride (NiMH) batteries, famously featured in Toyota's 1997 Prius, played a crucial role in early hybrid vehicles, but have since been surpassed by more advanced technologies. Lithium-ion remains the cornerstone of the current EV market, celebrated for its rapid charging capabilities, impressive range, and lack of a memory effect. However, its sensitivity to temperature fluctuations and vibration necessitates careful handling to mitigate overheating risks. Within the lithium-ion family, two prominent chemistries stand out: nickel-manganese cobalt (NMC) and lithium iron phosphate (LFP). NMC batteries offer high energy density, making them ideal for larger vehicles, but their reliance on cobalt, often sourced from regions with challenging mining conditions, presents ethical and supply chain concerns. LFP batteries, on the other hand, are lauded for their enhanced safety and lower cost, notably eschewing cobalt. While they perform admirably in smaller vehicles, their energy density is comparatively lower. Emerging alternatives are generating significant excitement. Sodium-ion batteries, for instance, replace scarce materials with abundant elements like aluminum, iron, and manganese. Sodium's greater availability and affordability, coupled with the non-flammable nature of these batteries and an extraordinary lifespan of up to 50,000 recharges, position them as a compelling contender, provided challenges with lower energy density and current large-scale supply limitations can be overcome. Industry projections indicate a surge in demand for sodium-ion technology if lithium prices continue their upward trend. Further advancements are being explored, including lithium nickel manganese oxide, LNMO, which promises the energy performance of NMC with the safety and cost benefits of LFP, potentially enabling charging in under 15 minutes, though commercial readiness is anticipated around 2028. Stellantis has also signaled interest in lithium-sulfur batteries, a technology that could potentially double the energy density of current lithium-ion cells, eliminating the need for nickel, cobalt, or manganese, and offering strategic advantages for North American and European supply chains, with a potential market entry around 2028. Lithium metal polymer, LMP batteries, previously used in car-sharing services and now finding application in buses and stationary storage, are noted for their simplified industrial processes but require preheating. Perhaps the most promising frontier is solid-state batteries, which utilize a solid electrolyte instead of a liquid one, dramatically enhancing safety by reducing fire risks and offering greater energy density and lighter weight. While car manufacturers view solid-state as the future, large-scale manufacturing remains a significant hurdle, with widespread implementation likely several years away. The global battery landscape is a complex interplay of technological innovation and strategic maneuvering. As the EV market expands, the industry faces the critical task of balancing energy density, cost-effectiveness, safety, and ethical sourcing. While lithium-ion has dominated this century, technologies like sodium-ion, lithium-sulfur, and solid-state are poised to play increasingly vital roles in the coming decade. The ultimate success of these advancements will hinge not only on performance breakthroughs, but also on the industry's ability to scale production efficiently and ensure market acceptance. The ongoing race in battery chemistries is not just reshaping the automotive sector. It carries profound geopolitical implications. But what happens when groundbreaking tech meets extreme performance testing? Stay tuned as we dive into an electrifying record-breaking run that's rewriting the rules of electric endurance. Electric velocity, AMG GT XX shatters 25 endurance records. Mercedes-AMG has just pulled off a feat that sounds more like a scene from a blockbuster action film than a segment in an automotive magazine. Their concept AMG GT XX, an all-electric prototype, has absolutely demolished the competition by setting an astonishing 25 endurance records at the renowned Nardò test track in Italy. Over a grueling 7.5 days, this electrifying machine covered an incredible 24,901 miles. To put that into perspective, that's equivalent to circumnavigating the Earth in just over a week, with enough time left over for a leisurely coffee break. This isn't just about setting records. It's a monumental statement about the capabilities and durability of electric vehicle technology. The rigorous challenge involved two GT-XX prototypes navigating the demanding 7.87-mile Nardò circuit, completing a staggering 3,177 laps without a single significant issue. The audacious goal was to unequivocally demonstrate that an electric car can sustain exceptionally high speeds for extended periods, a capability that has long been a point of skepticism for many industry observers and potential EV buyers. The prototypes didn't just meet this challenge, they obliterated it, setting new benchmarks across distances ranging from 2,000 kilometers up to the full 40,075 kilometers, which is roughly equivalent to the Earth's circumference. Astonishingly, these records were achieved while maintaining an average speed of 137 miles per hour, and this figure impressively includes all necessary charging stops. This level of sustained performance under such extreme conditions is a testament to the advanced engineering and battery management systems employed by Mercedes-AMG, directly addressing and refuting long-standing doubts about the endurance capabilities of electric powertrains. The implications of this record-breaking run are far-reaching. It serves as powerful validation for the electric vehicle sector, showcasing that high-performance electric cars are not only viable, but can excel in endurance scenarios previously dominated by internal combustion engine vehicles. For consumers, this demonstrates a significant leap in reliability and sustained performance, potentially easing range anxiety and concerns about the longevity of EV battery systems under demanding use. Industry analysts are pointing to this achievement as a pivotal moment, signaling a new era of performance benchmarks for electric vehicles that will likely accelerate development and adoption across the board. The Nardò test track, known for its unforgiving nature, has provided the perfect proving ground, and the results speak volumes about the rapid advancements in electric powertrain technology. This isn't just about speed. It's about proving that electric cars can go the distance, and do so with remarkable efficiency and power, setting a new standard for what the automotive world can expect from electrification. These incredible speed records are certainly making waves, but what does the broader market data reveal about EV adoption? Get ready for a data-driven look at the latest registration trends in our next segment. EV registrations show steady growth amid shifting market dynamics. The adoption of electric vehicles continues on an upward trajectory, with recent data indicating a steady rise in new EV registrations across various markets. This consistent growth pattern suggests a strengthening consumer appetite for electric mobility, driven by factors such as improving technology, expanding charging infrastructure, and increasing environmental awareness. While the pace of adoption can fluctuate based on economic conditions and specific regional incentives, the overall trend points towards a sustained increase in the electrification of personal transportation. This development is crucial for the automotive industry as it navigates a complex transition away from traditional internal combustion engines. Analyzing the registration figures provides valuable insights into consumer confidence and the market's readiness for a widespread shift to electric power. Factors such as the availability of diverse EV models, ranging from compact city cars to larger SUVs and performance vehicles, play a significant role in catering to a broader spectrum of consumer needs and preferences. Furthermore, government policies, including tax credits, subsidies, and mandates for zero-emission vehicles, continue to be influential drivers in accelerating adoption rates. The expansion and improved reliability of public and private charging networks are also critical components, alleviating concerns about charging accessibility and convenience, which have historically been barriers for some potential buyers. As battery technology advances, leading to longer ranges and faster charging times, the practicality and appeal of EVs are further enhanced, contributing to the steady increase in registrations. The impact of these growing registration numbers extends beyond individual consumer choices. For the automotive industry, it signals a necessary and ongoing commitment to electric vehicle development and production. Manufacturers are increasingly allocating significant resources towards R&D, battery manufacturing, and electrifying their model lineups. This shift necessitates strategic planning for supply chains, workforce training, and the phasing out of internal combustion engine production. The steady rise in EV registrations also influences related sectors, such as the energy industry, which must adapt to increased demand for electricity and charging infrastructure, and the technology sector, which continues to innovate in areas like battery management systems, autonomous driving, and in-car connectivity. Public reaction to the increasing prevalence of EVs is generally positive, with many consumers expressing enthusiasm for the environmental benefits, lower running costs, and advanced technology associated with electric vehicles. However, challenges remain, including the initial purchase price of some models, charging availability in certain areas, and the long-term durability and recycling of batteries. Industry analysts closely monitor these registration trends to gauge market health and predict future growth patterns. They often highlight the importance of continued technological innovation and supportive policy frameworks to maintain and accelerate the momentum of EV adoption. The data clearly shows that electric vehicles are moving from a niche market to a mainstream automotive segment, fundamentally reshaping how we think about transportation. These registration numbers paint a clear picture of EV growth. But what happens when a major player makes a significant strategic retreat? Prepare for a surprising announcement from a luxury automaker in our next story. Porsche halts EV battery production plans amid shifting market dynamics. In a significant development that underscores the volatile nature of the electric vehicle market, German luxury automaker Porsche AG has officially abandoned its ambitious plans for in-house EV battery production through its subsidiary, Cellforce. This decision, driven by what the company cites as a global lack of volume and the inability to achieve economies of scale necessary for cost-effective manufacturing, represents a considerable setback for Europe's aspirations to cultivate a robust and competitive domestic battery industry. The move signals a strategic pivot towards more cost-efficient approaches and a scaling back of production ambitions in response to current market conditions. According to a statement released on Monday, Porsche announced that Cellforce will be repurposed into an independent research and development R&D unit, shifting its focus away from large-scale battery manufacturing. This transition is expected to result in substantial job losses, with approximately 200 of the subsidiaries, nearly 300 positions reportedly being cut. Oliver Blume, CEO of both Porsche and its parent company Volkswagen, explained the rationale, stating, "Porsche is not pursuing its own battery cell production for reasons of volume and lack of economies of scale." This strategic retreat comes at a time when Asian manufacturers, particularly from China, Japan, and South Korea, continue to dominate the global EV battery sector, supplying the vast majority of lithium-ion batteries worldwide. Europe's efforts to challenge this dominance through government backing and significant industry investment have faced recent hurdles, including the earlier collapse of Swedish battery maker Northvolt, which had already shaken confidence in the region's manufacturing capabilities. Porsche's withdrawal from Cellforce's production plans further exacerbates these concerns. Porsche initially unveiled its comprehensive plans for Cellforce in 2022, envisioning the creation of a startup factory in Baden-Württemberg, Germany, with a long-term objective to establish a larger, second manufacturing site. However, by April 2025, the company had already acknowledged a reassessment of these expansion goals. The definitive decision to scrap production was solidified by the acknowledgement of insufficient global demand to justify the planned scale and the associated cost targets. Michael Steiner, Porsche's executive board member for research and development, elaborated, "Due to a lack of volume worldwide, it is not possible to scale up its own production to the planned cost position." Despite shelving the production plans, Porsche emphasized that Cellforce's technological expertise will be preserved and integrated into Volkswagen's broader battery strategy. The R&D unit's innovations and knowledge are intended to feed into other parts of the Volkswagen Group's battery initiatives, potentially through PowerCo, Volkswagen's dedicated battery unit, or supporting acquired entities like V4 Smart. The decision by Porsche reflects a broader trend within the automotive industry, where global demand for electric vehicles has experienced a slowdown in recent months, notably in key markets like China and the United States. This cooling demand has compelled automakers to reevaluate their investment strategies, adjust production volumes, and prioritize cost efficiency. European automakers are increasingly exploring consolidation and joint ventures to achieve the necessary scale for competitiveness in the battery sector. For Volkswagen, the PowerCo unit is a cornerstone of its strategy to secure battery supplies and reduce its reliance on external suppliers. Porsche's move, therefore, highlights the immense pressure on manufacturers to align their production strategies with current market realities, even if it means scaling back or abandoning previously announced ambitious plans. This major strategic shift from Porsche is a stark reminder of the evolving EV landscape. Now, let's wrap up the day's top stories with a quick recap. That's a wrap on another electrifying episode of ElectroDrive News. We saw the future of EV batteries being fiercely contested, witnessed an electric prototype shatter 25 endurance records at Nardò, tracked the steady rise in EV registrations, and learned about Porsche's strategic pivot away from its own battery production. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to ElectroDrive News for all your essential automotive and tech updates, and hit that notification bell so you're always the first to know what's next. Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. Until next time, stay charged.